So, hello everybody. Korg released an update to their big plugin collection, and the new entries in the plugin game from Korg is their piano. So, the piano from their workstation, the Kronos, and yeah, I have tons of pianos. I have no interest in that at all. It's a nice sounding piano, but nevertheless not very impressive. Then there is a virtual emulation of the P3300, which they just reissued. A very interesting plugin as well. But most interesting for me was the Korg Trinity plugin emulation of their old workstation. I was actually hoping for O1W plugin, but you can't have it all. But I noticed that the Trinity is still a bit in that direction. And yeah, I'm not a fan of the Triton plugin because it's too good to be interesting and not good enough so that it can keep up with modern plugins for such multi-samples. Yeah, let's have a look at the Trinity in this video, and I don't want to do a boring rundown of the presets or just explain all the controls. Instead, let's try to make some music, because then you can easily see, does it make sense or how is it usable or not. What is already a nice touch, which I notice, is you can zoom the plugin, so you can say you want to have that in different sizes. So this is now scaled up to 110, and it can go up to 120. Then they have also a browser for that, which is also nice. So this seems to be the new trend to have this category and character, so in a style of native instruments, but I think here much nicer to read and at a really good size. And you can switch here to a selection by banks, and you have also a search field to search for your favorite sound. And yeah, and by talking about favorites, you can also give them a heart and then sort by category. So all the things you expect nowadays, and this looks nice. Something which I really miss is there is no scroll bar here at all. So if you want to go to a specific number, you have to scroll with the mouse a long time because there are lots of sound, or you need to use the search function. But just being able to scroll down to a specific letter is here not possible. At least I did not find out how. Yeah, but let's try to make some music. So we have here this combination or program. Let's go with program. So a combination allows you to add up to 8 programs in one combination to have even more huge sounds, but that's not really helpful, I think, if you are here in a DAW, because here you can also stack easily sounds in different ways. So maybe let's start with some drums, and there we can say in the tags we want to find some drums. Where's drums? Here's drums. Oh, and there are also some O1W named patches, which is interesting. Let's give that a listen. Not too bad. Yeah, reminds me of the O1W. So what I'm also looking for in such 90s synth, which I'm currently a sucker for, is to find the unusual and not the standard. And let's, for this aggressive kit, had some interesting stuff in there. Oh yeah. Now we're talking. Oh, let's try something with that. Let's try 100. Here we are. Yeah, does not sound too bad. Create a copy. Oh, let's first have a look. What is the processing power that is consumed? Oh my, that's quite a lot. What's going on? Is it really the Trinity here? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, interesting. Still loading the plugin. Okay, so this requires quite some power, which I did not expect really. Yeah, okay, but nevertheless, let's see where we get. Let's just copy that. I will not try to use the performance mode or the combination mode. I will just make copies, and now we will look for a bass sound. So let's open up the user interface. Let's go back to the browser. That's a bit weird. You need to click here. So where do we have a bass? Bass, 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 fretless bass, vinyl wrap bass. What is that? Why did it close that? Oh, let's more go. Yeah, you have to scroll. Oh, that's it. That's it. Ah, so not too much basses in here. And that or that. Let's give it a try. That's already quite okay-ish. So let's do that. I always do color coding, so let's make the drums blue and the bass red, which are my favorite colors for these instruments. Nice, and let's not forget to create a backup, and let's put this into my ideas 1 to 1 million folder. Trinity, yeah. So let's go on, but this time let's not go for the preset. Let's try to create something on, and let's see how easy it is to create our own sound. And for that, we can do an initialize. So here's utility initialize. So we have pianos. Pretty horrible sounding piano samples, but we can pick something different. So let's go with a saw, maybe detuned saw. How does that sound? Not too bad. Let's go that one. And for the second one, let's also pick a saw. Why not that one? And this is only one of the oscillators, so we're only using one oscillator currently. And we can adjust the filter here. Let's try that. Okay, let's try to use a filter envelope. It's a bit weird. I already noticed that you have to get all those little bubbles here. So you see you have a multi-stage envelope. So we have, what is that? A start level. So let's start at 0, an attack level, and then it goes down to this break point, and then there's another point before we have the sustain. So is it only a decay? You can also go here below the sustain with that one. But what we want, I think, is something like this here for kind of pad sound. We need. Oh, we need to also, where is the amplitude envelope? Yeah, some release. Now we're talking. Yeah, nice. But you could also add a second oscillator. We could say, let's maybe go, we want a choir here. Voice choir. And there's another horror piano here. Let's get rid of that as well. Maybe that. And this has also its own envelope. And maybe let's also make this a little bit softer. I noticed that you have for some settings or parameters, you have to play the note again, which is a bit sad. Let's make something like this. There's lots of options here. Do it like this. Yeah, let's see what we can do with that. What did I actually play here? D, E, something like that. Yeah, let's try something like this. Something like this should do it. Let's play it a little bit too late. So like this, yeah. And what we also forgot to have a look at was the effect section. So what do we have for, effects routing and effect edit and lots of options. So you can have an additional effect. And you can have sand effects. So let's try the internal effect. I think we need to enable that. And we have lots of stuff here. Oh my God, flanger would be nice. Let's try a flanger. Is it working? Here. Oh my, yeah, that was wrong. We need to set that one to IFX1. Oh yeah, come on. Yeah, the distortion is really horrible, but could be come in use for something. So let's go back to what we actually wanted to have here. We wanted to have the phaser. Now we talk. Yes, here it is. And we could add a bit of reverb as well. Let's do some bright room. Yes. Ooh. Okay, so we got it going. Just for fun, let's try the distortion on the bass or on the drums. Let's try it on the drums. Why not? So what do we have here? Only in the Q? And oh, there's already gain on it. Ah, I see. So where is it? Edit. So if you really want to go dirty, that's the way. Okay, let's try to find some weird last sound for that. Go back here to our browser. So what else do we have in the browser? Let's maybe get something like this. What is that? It's really all, okay. Let's try something with that, but let's tweak again now as we know how this works. No reverb, we want something dirty. What else do we have? We have delays. Let's also try a tempo stereo dual delay, stereo long delay. Why not? Oh, here it is, very long, yeah. Can we set this also in beats per minute? Doesn't seem so. Nevertheless, but the first one, well, that's also a delay, but let's change that here to our lovely distortion again. Or what else do we have interesting here? We have chorus, ensembles, phaser, resonator. What is that? Okay. Pitch shifter. Interesting. Rotary speaker. Oh, with overdrive. Where's the overdrive? Oh, we're in the wrong one. Here's the overdrive. Ah, nice. Yeah, nice. So I think this gave you a little impression. Oh, now we see the peak here is already here on the maximum. So yeah, from time to time it seems to have different requirements on CPU, but nevertheless you need a potent computer to run these Korg plugins. I already had a quick check on the P3300 emulation. It even takes more CPU, so make sure you have a current computer to run these things. But nevertheless, that's the Trinity plugin. What do you think? Did you also buy it? What cool sounds can you make with the Trinity? It sadly misses the Moss board extension, which is a prophecy on a board, basically. And that would be really nice if they would add that as well. So far, it's not here. But nevertheless, you can make some noise with that. And until next time, make some dangly wingly wong music. Bye.